You walk into a store, see 50 smart TVs lined up, and they all look the same. Same buzzwords, same promises, and you have no idea which one's actually good. Here's the truth. Half of them are garbage. They look great on paper and awful in your living room. We're ranking the top 7 smart TVs to buy in 2025 and 3 to avoid. Starting at number 7, the Roku Pro Series QLED. Mini LED with solid contrast and really good brightness for both SDR and HDR. RTings calls it good overall, with fantastic contrast from local dimming and excellent HDR brightness. They say it's the best Roku TV they tested in 2025. Reflection handling is decent, not perfect, so don't put a lamp right across from it. But compared to the Roku Plus, this has way more brightness and contrast. What I love about this one is how easy it is to use. Roku OS doesn't mess around. It's fast, it makes sense, and it's not constantly trying to sell you stuff. The mini LED gives you dark blacks without spending OLED money, and HDR actually looks like HDR. Buy this if you want simple and bright. Want something brighter that crushes glare? Samsung's got you. Number 6. The Samsung QN90D Mini LED LCD with killer local dimming, dark blacks, and crazy brightness for sports. The contrast is incredible with almost no blooming because the local dimming is that good. TechRadar picked it as their sports TV because it's super bright, handles reflections well, and has all the gaming stuff. 4K 120. VRR, ALLM. Compared to the QN85D, you get a better viewing angle in 4K 144 if you're plugging in a PC. Sports fans, listen up. This thing handles afternoon games with the blinds open. Motion is smooth, brightness cuts through anything, and the anti-glare coating works. You're not watching a mirror with a game somewhere in the background. Movies look good too, but Samsung pushes the colors a bit hard out of the box. Calibrate it if that bugs. Number U. For everything else, it's fantastic right away. This is a buy for bright rooms and sports. If this is already saving you from a headache, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. Want even more brightness with insane dimming zones? TCL's flagship is wild. Number 5. The TCL QM8. Super bright mini LED with excellent blacks and unbeatable value when you go big. RTINS says excellent black levels, incredibly effective local dimming, almost no visible blooming. Every mini LED roundup from 2025 puts this as the best mid-range pick. It gets close to premium sets but costs way less. Wired talks about the insane peak brightness, thousands of dimming zones, and yeah, the viewing angle isn't great off to the side. The QM 8K version adds higher refresh rates, Bang & Olufsen sound, and Flex Connect mounting. If you're buying 75 inches or bigger, this is where your money goes furthest. You're getting flagship brightness and black control for half the price of the big brands. Sit off to the side and the picture fades a bit, but straight on. This competes with TVs that cost $1,000 more. Buy this, especially if you're going big. Want per pixel control like OLED with crazy brightness? Hisense brings it. Number 4. The Hisense U8N. This is a brightness monster at a price that makes no sense. Bright rooms, glare, direct sunlight, doesn't matter. This thing wins. The U8N has fantastic SDR brightness and incredible HDR brightness according to RTings. It beats glare like it's nothing. The new U8QG version cranks HDR brightness even higher, improves color accuracy, and drops input lag to about 9.7 milliseconds. Tom's Guide confirmed all of that. If you've got windows everywhere and your living room is lit up all day, this is your TV. HDR highlights actually pop. Colors stay accurate even with light flooding the screen. And gamers get low latency with solid motion handling. The blacks aren't OLED level because it's still LCD, but the local dimming does a great job. For the price, you're getting performance that used to cost twice as much. Buy this if you need brightness and value. Ready for true OLED blacks? Sony brings the accuracy. Number 3. The Sony A95L QD OLED with reference-grade color accuracy, perfect blacks, and punchy HDR. Arting says, excellent for mixed usage, with perfect blacks, incredible accuracy, and impressive HDR brightness. It handles bright rooms better than most OLEDs because the QD OLED panel fights glare decently. What makes this one special is how accurate it is. If you care about movies looking the way the director intended, this nails it. The tone mapping is cinematic, the colors don't oversaturate, and black is actually black. No gray, no bloom. Just gone. It's pricey, no question, but if you're spending this much, you're getting something that looks right every single time. Buy this if you want studio-grade accuracy. And if you're finding this breakdown helpful, hit the like button. It helps the channel cut through the noise. Want a brighter OLED that works in real living rooms? LG's got the tech. Number 2. The LG G4. OLED with MLA tech that boosts brightness while keeping OLED contrast. Perfect for gaming and movies. Arting says it does a solid job keeping blacks dark even in bright rooms. The MLA layer raises the ambient black level a tiny bit, but it's still way better than any LCD. Gaming performance is top tier with insane responsiveness, and the processing and accuracy are excellent. This is the do-everything OLED. You can game on it with buttery smooth response. Watch movies with perfect blacks and accurate colors. Use it during the day without the picture washing out. Most OLEDs struggle in bright rooms. This one handles it. The price is steep, but you're getting a TV that doesn't compromise. It's fast, it's accurate, and it's bright enough to live in a normal room with windows. Buy this if you want OLED that does everything. Want the brightest, most glare-proof OLED ever made? Samsung went crazy. Number 1, the Samsung S95D, the best TV of 2025. QD OLED with insane color, extra brightness, and a matte finish that kills reflections. It's brighter than the S95C, better processing, better color volume, and it's the first matte OLED. Artings calls it one of the best OLEDs on the market, and they're right. The matte finish is a game changer for bright rooms. You finally get OLED picture quality without fighting glare. Think of it like noise-canceling headphones for reflections. It kills glare without killing detail. The U8N and QM8 are flamethrowers raw power. The S95D is a laser. Same impact, tighter control. You're getting the best blacks, the best colors, and brightness that actually works in daylight. It's the most balanced premium TV you can buy right now. This is the top pick overall. Alright, now let's talk about the 3 TVs you should skip. These are the ones that look tempting because of the price or the marketing, but they'll disappoint you the second you get them home. Third worst, the TCL Q6. The input lag is low for gaming, but that's literally the only good thing here. No local dimming, weak HDR, flat picture. Arting says it's inadequate for home theater. Poor blacks, ugly banding, bad upscaling. HDR mode is broken, the colors and brightness are just wrong. And here's the kicker. TCL's own website admits their better models crush this thing. Low input lag is cool if you're a gamer, but you're giving up everything else. Dark scenes have no punch. HDR looks like SDR. Upscaling looks rough. Avoid this unless it's dirt cheap and you only play games. Second worst, the Insignia F30. You get Fire TV built in, which is nice, but the picture quality is genuinely bad. The contrast ratio is 1,378:1 with 0 local dimming. That means dark scenes look gray and flat. It loses to cheaper TVs in brightness and contrast, and gamers get basically nothing here. People on Reddit are complaining it's hard to see in daylight, which is wild for an LCD. The Fire TV interface runs smooth, I'll give it that. But you're watching content on a panel that can't display it properly. If this is going in a guest room nobody uses, fine. Anywhere else? Don't do it. Skip this unless you're desperate. And the worst TV on this list, the Roku Select Series. Rock bottom budget with weak contrast and pathetic HDR. Spare bedroom? Maybe. Your main TV? Absolutely not. Arting straight up calls it inadequate overall. The blacks are terrible, colors look washed out in dark rooms, and the reflection handling is so bad that any light in the room becomes a distraction. And get this, the HDR barely does anything. It's technically there, but you won't see it. Here's the thing. If you're trying to save money, I get it. But this is one of those situations where spending $50 more changes everything. You're not saving money if you hate watching it. Skip this one. So there you have it. 7 TVs worth buying. Roku Pro Series for simple brightness, Samsung QN90D for sports and daylight, TCL QM8 for massive value at big sizes, Hisense U8N for unbeatable brightness on a budget, Sony A95L for studio accuracy, LG G4 for do-everything OLED, and Samsung S95D for the most balanced premium package. And 3 to avoid, TCL Q6, Insignia F30, and Roku Select. They look fine on paper, but real performance falls apart. Bottom line, specs lie. Measured performance and real-world reliability matter. Focus on actual contrast, HDR brightness you can see, and how the TV handles reflections in your room. Let me know in the comments which brand on this list surprised you the most. And if you want to make smarter tech choices, subscribe and hit the bell. I'll see you in the next one.